Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Aisha, and in this video I'm just going to be sharing, I guess, a little breakthrough I had. It's not really a big thing, but for me it is a big thing. Firstly, I figured out how to do lighting, so I need to not turn my lights on. So everything in my life has been making more and more sense as like the autistic realization kind of hits, and I kind of realize, okay, this is because of autism, and this is like this, and you know, this is this way, but if I do it this way then I might be okay with that. And one of the things I've found over the last year is that I have really struggled to go to the supermarket. And I realised that, you know, that kind of maybe doesn't make sense because a lot of people haven't been able to go to the supermarket and go out and do those kind of things because they're really high risk or something, and they've been shielding or things like that. But throughout this whole pandemic, I've struggled to go to the supermarket because it's different. And that for me has been like a really big thing. So I am a Sainsbury's shopper. I like Sainsbury's. As you can see, I have been to the supermarket, and that is my news to tell you. Sorry, I changed the shot a bit because I was going to take this out the shot, but then I couldn't be bothered to re-record everything I'd recorded. So yeah, anyway, I am a Sainsbury's shopper. I like Sainsbury's food. Yeah, and if you're also on the spectrum, you might relate to this, like only liking brands of food. Even if you're not on the spectrum, you might relate to that. It doesn't necessarily mean you're on the spectrum. But anyway, so I was adamant I wanted to go to Sainsbury's. My local Sainsbury's is inside a shopping centre. So not only is it being inside the Sainsbury's, but you also have to be inside the thing. And when the pandemic started, I just was like, no, fuck it, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this. There's queuing and things like that. And during the pandemic, I've been in smaller shops, I've been in other shops, but for me the panic is the aisles. Even in a corner shop you can get trapped in an aisle, and it's like, how do I socially distance when all this is going on? And yeah, it's just too much. It's just really like, and I struggle with food shopping anyway. I really struggle with food in general. Like, I don't struggle so much now with the kind of, what's the word? Thoughts along the anorexic lines. I don't struggle so much with them as I used to. But I really struggle to know what I want to eat. And usually I know what I want to eat by, I can imagine the taste in my mouth. And that's how I decide what I want to eat. And if I can't have that, I don't want anything. And I really struggle to do food shopping and plan meals because often by the time I get there, I don't want to eat that meal, or I just don't have the energy to make that meal or something like that. So food shopping is a whole palaver, let alone making the food itself. But I only wanted to go to Sainsbury's, and this whole pandemic, I have avoided it. Because how I used to kind of manage my life before the pandemic was I would just not really do a big food shop that often, but I would just go to Sainsbury's like every couple of days after work. And then I could just pick the food I wanted then, and it wasn't overwhelming. But it did kind of mean like sometimes I didn't always have food I wanted to eat. When the pandemic started, you know, it was really hard to get delivery slots because obviously that's what the brain kind of went to, delivery slots. It's really hard to get delivery slots. I have a Delivery Saver thing account with my dad, and he was booking me shops. But the issue is to get the Delivery Saver, you have to spend £40. I'm one person. I live alone. I don't need to spend £40 on food a week. And I was just accumulating food that I then didn't have the energy to make because I was just like going through the pandemic, you know? It became a disaster. At one point I had like 18 packs of feta cheese because each week I would just buy the same thing. And then I stopped that because I just got overwhelmed by the food. It was getting all wasted, and it was just, you know, too much. And also I find getting Sainsbury's deliveries, for some reason, like you'd think it wouldn't be as bad as going to the supermarket, but I find getting the deliveries kind of worse, even because I have to plan, and I don't feel like I'm very good at that with food. Like, you know, one of the things I often get stressed about in family settings is my dad does all the cooking for like family meals and stuff when I go and see him, and when my siblings are there and things, and he's always asking, what do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? What do you want to eat for dinner? And I'm just like, I don't know, I can't taste it yet. And it's just, you know, I find it really difficult, and sometimes I do just have to accept and eat things that I don't want to eat. And I am a very fussy eater, so when I say eat things that I don't want to eat, I don't mean things I won't eat. I mean things that I don't want to eat at that point in time. But anyway, food shopping, very difficult. And I've been wanting to go to Sainsbury's, but I haven't wanted to go to Sainsbury's. I just can't deal with the difference. But I am still shipping orders, and my shop is in a place that's a little bit quieter than where I live. And you know, it's not like so kind of like hustle and bustle, I guess, even in like a pandemic and lockdown and stuff. So I today spontaneously, I had the thought before, but I had thought about going food shopping today, but I was thinking of going to the Sainsbury's. But I woke up and I didn't feel good, and I haven't felt good for a couple of days, not like corona-wise, just like mentally in the head. And, you know, part of this is just all the autistic realisation, and it is kind of demotivating at times. And at the same time, I've been very motivated. I did loads of stuff for myself yesterday, so I've been taking these 2 days where I felt kind of shit to just kind of like do stuff for myself. I feel like this vlog, whatever it is just all over the place, but I want to tell you about my food shopping. And yeah, so I wanted to go food shopping, but yeah, I didn't feel great this morning, and I needed to pack orders. I didn't leave to pack orders until like 3 p.m, and it's fine as long as they make the post, which I did, but I just then, you know, there's just no motivation to do anything. And the idea of going to Sainsbury's, especially in the shopping centre, is just like, I'm fine with this shopping centre in non-corona times. And I'm not scared of corona. I'm not like, you know, like I'm not going to die if I get corona. I'll be perfectly fine. But it's the rules. And it's the fact that other people don't follow the rules. And I find that really, because like if I'm in this aisle, why are you coming towards me? And I understand if you need something, but it's just like, and it's just confusing to me, because it's like sometimes I'm in the same situation where it's like I need something, but there's someone there and I don't want to talk to that person because I'm fucking autistic. I'm not saying that not wanting to talk to someone makes you autistic and all that disclaimer, etc. But my autism makes me not want to talk to strangers. Sometimes I have orders that take ages and they need services added on and things like that. And, you know, it's just a lot. But today was a nice, easy day. I packed my orders, and there's a Tesco, and it's only a Tesco Express, but last time I looked at it, there was a queue outside, and there wasn't a queue. And I just thought, do you know what? I'm gonna go there. So after I packed orders, I made a bit of a list in my phone, right, of what I wanted, because the day before, when I had been looking, you know, doing my autistic research, I guess, I had been planning foods that I do like, and thinking about all the foods that I like and will eat, and all the foods that are like good for me to eat, because I love McDonald's. I could eat McDonald's every fucking day of my life and I would never get sick of it. Yeah, at least fries. Yeah, I could eat chips, you know, for England. Probably not actually, because I have quite a small stomach, but like in spirit I can eat chips for England. But yeah, so I'd done this, so I knew the kind of meals I wanted to make in the week, and they were kind of easy. I had a variety, and I'd kind of planned it so that I do sort of things like, if I'm having like an easy lunch, like a salad, then I do that nearer when I got the food shopping, so the salad is fresh. And if I want an easy lunch, you know, when I'm due to go food shopping again, then maybe I do something like tuna fucking pasta. Because a lot of the time I don't want to eat hot food. It's just too overwhelming if I'm not in a good mood. So I made this list, and I think, the list is on my phone, which I'm filming with, but it was something like, it was just really simple. It was something like cheese, eggs, broccoli, some kind of like tomato pasta sauce, because what I wanted to recreate, what I was craving this morning was, you know, Pizza Hut buffet, and you know the tomato pasta at the salad bar. That is what I wanted. And I asked my best friend, like, how do I make this and what is it, kind of thing, and she didn't know what it was, and I was kind of disappointed because she did food tech, and she's just like, you know, my housewife. But that doesn't live with me. But yeah, that's what I wanted. So I was like, okay, let me just try like what pasta sauces are out there before I sit and try making them. Because if I try the ones that are already out there, that's low effort. Then I can figure out how to tailor it to what I actually want. What else did I need? I don't know. But I had a list. And I didn't really get what was on my list. And I didn't look at this list when I went in the shop. Firstly, going in the shop was just overwhelmed by the fact I was going to the supermarket, so I forgot to like do the whole hand sanitizer thing, and then it felt really bad, and then I felt like I couldn't backtrack, and I was like, oh my god. But I just had to carry on because I was like, I can't do this. This is just too much. Like, I fucked up already, and all I've done is walk in the door. But I was just focused on what I was doing. So the first things when you go in are fruit and veg. One of the things on my list that I need is broccoli, and I'm looking at this fruit and veg for ages, thinking I'm just stupid. But there's no broccoli. And this just completely throws me off. And I'm not looking at the list because I'm so overwhelmed and I'm trying to just remember it. Rather than try and get my phone out and hold my phone and the basket and all that kind of stuff and make sure my AirPods don't fall out if my hair like pushes them or something. And it's just like too many things to manage. So I'm not even looking at my list, but I know I need broccoli. There's no broccoli. And then I'm still looking to see if there is broccoli, and maybe I just haven't seen the broccoli yet. And a family come in, and I'm just like, oh my fucking god. So I start walking off, and then I see that behind me is cauliflower. So cauliflower and broccoli are like cousins, right? So they are probably near each other, but I'm looking at the cauliflower from afar because the family is there, and I still can't find the broccoli, and that just completely throws off my whole list. So I pick up some fucking root vegetables. And I think I got some peppers because I wanted some peppers. But I didn't get the salad bag that was to go with the peppers. And I didn't get, I think, other things that were to go with the meal that I was going to use peppers for. So yeah, but I carried on going around the shop, even though I really wanted to just like turn around and just go with my fucking root vegetables. I just carried on, and I needed cheese, and then I couldn't find eggs. And I don't know why, but eggs are just stored with baking stuff rather than things like milk and cheese. And I don't understand that, because you don't need baking stuff that much. But you need eggs more often than that. But yeah, so I did do a shop, and I got some things. They don't really make sense, but I will show them to you. I got some eggs. I got some peppers. These aren't the peppers I wanted, but I picked them up, and I didn't want to do the awkward thing of putting them back and trying to find the peppers I wanted. I wanted a pack of 3 peppers. I don't like green peppers. So for me, a pack of 2 peppers where one of them is green is kind of a waste. But yeah, I prefer the multicolored pack. And it's just, they're not very nice peppers, but I didn't know what to do, so I thought, fuck it, just take them. Here's my fucking root vegetable pack. I don't know what this big thing is, but I don't think I eat it. What I would have eaten is butternut squash, and what I now want is butternut squash, but I don't have any butternut squash, because I think this might be a Swede. Is it a Swede? Yeah, it's a Swede. I don't know what a Swede is. I don't know if I've eaten Swede, but I don't think I want to try Swede. But maybe I'm trying to try new things, and I'm trying to do these things where I celebrate things I've done that day. So like yesterday I did some tidying up, and I wrote that down so that I could track what I've actually done, even if they're just small wins. So maybe this week I will try some Swede. I got a cucumber to go with my salad that I didn't get. I've got some yogurt and some blueberries because I thought maybe I could do something with this and cereal, but I don't have any milk. I got some avocados that are a bit too squishy, but I didn't want to put them back because I touched them when we were in a pandemic, and I hadn't done the whole hand sanitize thing. And I got some cheese. Yeah, none of it really makes a meal. None of it makes any sense. But yeah, maybe one day I'll get a salad bag. But I feel like by the time I get round and muster the energy to go into the supermarket again to get a bag of salad, or, you know, somewhere I can buy a bag of salad, because I feel like you can't buy a bag of salad from corner shop. But I feel like by the time I do that, this shit will be off. So I need to just figure it out. And make something. I think the vegetable stuff, like I can just do some root vegetables and like fucking, oh, that's my cat knocking over my AirPods. I could do root vegetables and like some kind of shit. If you're Cathedral, by the way, and you want to sponsor me, so I often eat your cheese when I'm sad and I just need to be happy. So yeah, since I've got some product placement, Cathedral, if you want to sponsor me, do that. But yeah, so I'm gonna, oh, and I got this. I didn't know it's bruschetta. I feel like people put this on bread, but I don't know if I said this. But yeah, I don't know if this is what, it says Italian, and it's tomatoey, I think. So I'm gonna see if this makes, I don't think it does. It doesn't look the right consistency at all. But, I don't know. It just says tomatoes and basil, so it can't be that bad or if I put it on pasta, right? Yeah, just like pasta and salad and it will be okay. Yeah, I'm trying to eat better because I've just been eating takeaways as a result of not doing food shopping, and it was really affecting everything. And since I'm trying to get everything in order with this whole being autistic thing, it makes sense to try and eat better. And I've been did I tell you I got some bananas? But yeah, I don't like bananas, but they can be blended, and if I'm really, really desperate, there's something, but they often make me feel sick, and I will often be sick if I eat a banana. I don't know what it is. It's partly the smell and the texture, and it's a mix of both. And definitely don't get me started on the stringy bits. But yeah, I thought I would make this video, even though it's kind of pointless, just to show you that even though I am what people see as high functioning, I run a business and I can build you a website and I live alone, and people perceive me to be someone who does all these things and has it together. And I've realised this a lot. Like, people don't understand when I tell them that I'm realising I'm autistic, and people don't get it because that's not what they see of me, because I've been masking the whole time. Or they just see the snapshot that they have of my life, but not actually how I live my life. And the fact that, you know, I struggle to even go food shopping. So, you know, it doesn't matter if you can put all the food on the table you like if you don't even go to the shop to buy it. So yeah, that is why I made this video. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next